What up, though? It's your man, Rap Talk. I thank you for tuning in. And today we're going to come at you with another bad motherfucker album you should know. And today we're going to get into a classic, old school classic. We're going way back. I'm talking 1986 in the mix. We're going to talk about the Beastie Boys, License to Ill. Beastie Boys, License to Ill. Album you should know. Off top, this album was just on some whole, just let's have fun. We just partying. We just young. We just out here in it to win it, We just carefree. We just kids. We just having fun. Let's drink some beers. Let's talk to some girls. They did a little 1-2, smoke a joint or two, whatever, just 80s. And this shit timeless. This is definitely an album you should know. Go back and research this one if you ain't up on it. Now these guys here, the Beastie Boys, they definitely was like the first ones to cut that cloth and be like they crossed over to us, you know what I'm saying? First off, they was on Def Jam, and everybody that know Def Jam had so much association. Even though Run DMC wasn't on the label of Def Jam, but they was managed by, people that was Def Jam affiliated, Russ and Rick Rubin and things of that nature, so it all was affiliation. So off top, it kind of came across as these guys was the white version of Run DMC to a certain extent. Three guys. But if you really think about it, though, they actually, I ain't gonna say they was opposite, but the way they was dressing and moving around, you would think that'd be the shit Run DMC was on. Run DMC was wearing the leather and the hats and kind of dressed up slightly, even though they had the jeans on, the Adidas. Don't get me wrong, definitely Run DMC was straight up, they embarked on it with their fashion way. They definitely was groundbreaking. But Beastie Boys, they was straight up t-shirts and just denim and just like we don't give a fuck. We just, we about to come here, the hash to the back. We about to come in here and drink all your beer up and have some fun. You know what I'm saying? T-shirts, whatever, barely shaved, whatever, just getting it. It's what I'm saying is like they was the modern version of representing the white youth. How they was moving around and dressing and getting down. So this album definitely a classic. It's definitely an album you should know. It got a rock feel to it. Fucking around with Rick Rubin. He come from a rock background. But these guys was rapping, though. These guys they was tuned in, The raps was making sense and they was rhyming good. And they was having fun. And the beats it was like rock and hip, This shit was hip hop, man. This shit still standing the test of time of a good hip hop album, especially early. This album came out in 86, 1986. There was a lot going on. They was having fun, man. First song on here, rhyming and stealing. As soon as the album come on, it come on with like some rock riffs and shit. You can hear it. So that's what they was getting at and going for. And then like the song after that, like he say, it's the new style. They had their own style. This album was definitely groundbreaking and one that's definitely stood the test of time. A couple of my favorite joints on here. I used to like that Posse and Effect. That was my shit. That Slow Ride. That was a bad motherfucker. We went to White Castles and we got thrown out. All that, man. These guys were just having fun. Like you said, they had a song like Girls. I mean, like you could think that was borderline. I ain't gonna say corny, but you know the way the beat was. Dum 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 dum. Girls. But it was fun though. It was like some hip hop Beach Boys type shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what these guys was. You know, they was like a direct opposite of that whole. Like, you know, they was hip. The younger whites, like this was their rebellion music to their parents and stuff like that. Like, Ma, I want to drink, Ma, I want to party, Ma, I want to go outside, Ma, I want to stay out. Like this was they shit. Matter of fact, that's like that fight for your right. You gotta fight for your right to party. Man, that was the shit. I remember that video, everything, just being a kid, you know, they jumping around that whole house and everything, just going crazy. You gotta fight for your right. You know, that's what they was on, you know. Like I say, this is their rebellion music. But all this shit was played in the hood though. We had this. You gotta remember, you know, like back in these times, them 86s, 87, 88, them years, when tapes came out, you know, you had to have it. You know, when albums came out, you know, we wasn't getting cluttered and, you know, it wasn't all this shit just everywhere, just scattered out. It's like the shit that came out, it was like either you got it or you didn't. And first of all, you wanted to have it or be heard it just to be the cool type, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't none of that 50 albums coming out in 1 month and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? It was more spaced out. So when this album came out, you know, we was up on it, you know. You know, you had shit like Brass Monkey. Like I say, this album touched the hood. That Paul Revere, man, that shit forever. Now, here's a little story I got to tell. You know, that's forever in the hood. That's why this album like touched different boundaries and still just clash it to this day because it hit just different genres of, and then the different people, the different graphics. I can't even get the shit out. Demographics that it hit. You know what I'm saying? Songs like Paul Revere. And then a lot of songs on here that got sampled by so many rappers today. You know, so many different lines. But Brass Monkey, that was the shit too. We used to hear that shit at the clubs and the dances and stuff. Brass Monkey. Man, you better get this motherfucker. You gotta research this album. If you wanna be in the know and understand, it's definitely an album you should know. And then the title track, That Time to Get Ill, man, that was a bad motherfucker. But yeah, the Beastie Boys definitely did it though. They definitely deserve everything they got. And just being timeless as a group, they did it. They was around when all this shit was jumping off and starting. So they definitely was in the right place at the right time. And this is definitely one of their more rock and rap albums, more rap and hip hop. Of course, as the time progressed, Beastie Boys got a little more edge to the rock and roll. But they'll definitely always be respected in the hip hop community, you know. And a lot of people took after this with the styles and different things, you know. So give it up one time for License to Ill and the Beastie Boys, which is definitely an album you should know. Like, comment, and subscribe. I get it y'all on the flip side. Rap Talk.